should be on. Let's have a look.
So, hello, hello, welcome to a stream. This time we are finishing the Tree-Revenants.
Yep. So we got these three. Started with these three, didn't we?
Now although we could have finished these off stream, like we did Durfin.
So we like these.
And almost every singular model we have here.
Musician.
And almost every singular model of here.
The champion.
We didn't do this for the starting models. But this time these Tree-Revenants will be finished.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last time we ended off with the Waypiper.
Right.
The Waypiper in the Tree-Revenants. But this time we're doing the Glade Bannerbearer. Now, as I said, we could have finished these off camera, but I decided not to because the Glade Bannerbearer was much more important to finish on camera than almost any of the models.
Okay.
And after that, we have the Enchanted Blades. So let's get started, shall we? Now I'll try and keep my mouth shut for the entire stream.
Don't have to keep it shut for the stream, dude. You definitely got to talk.
There's definitely one thing about the Tree-Revenants that makes me like them a lot.
What's that?
It's the fact it's their poses. They're not what you think they are. Like, take for example the Stormcaster Tonals Bannerbearer of the Vindicators. The Bannerbearer of the Vindicators.
Yeah, so we start.
That guy is standing in a forward position, but this one's actually leaning forward a bit, holding his banner out.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like when the pose is perfect. Now it may be a bit hard to paint, especially all the Sylvanas, the one we're doing right now, because of their roots and vines thingies being hard to get shades behind every single nook and cranny you need to.
Right, you gonna make a start?
Yeah.
Where's the thing gone? Right, come on then. Need some pieces. Let's get going. Oops.
So those are the first pieces. I'm trying not to say these out loud. You know, what's funny is that in issue 38, we did this off camera, we were doing these by then. There was a second lot of Vindicators. Those are actually unpainted, and they expect to paint them red so they stand out a bit more. But what's really hard with models with pointing bits is that, do you know to cut those pointy bits off? Like, there could be something there, but on the foot, but there's actually a connection. So do you cut the entire foot off and miss it? And so if you cut the entire thing off the foot, like some people would think, well then you just lost it. Well then you actually have to go the old-fashioned way and just, well, put the glue on the foot, not just, not instead.
Take this off. Ah, don't need this on anymore. Right.
Oh, that's 6 months to bed. Now, I'm not saying I want that one.
Ooh, a bit far forward here. There we go.
But, so, what I find weird.
Many things.
is that the fact that Sigmar is a god, but he's not necessarily portrayed as one.
He is.
I mean, he is portrayed as a god, but he's not showing what we imagine godlike powers to be. Like he
does.
mounts, sure, but yet again, he's showing up more impenetrable powers to a demigod.
Well, he is definitely god.
But he, and a weak one at that, because his powers only compare to demigod powers. But he does show, like, if he was an actual god, then I'm pretty sure every single army that he's facing would be dead.
Well,
would be dead.
Yeah, but magic doesn't work the same way in the mortal realms. I think as you're thinking now, I think you're confusing sort of what we consider to be a god in our world, not a god in that world. So if I understand right, when the mortal realms were created, each mortal realm basically had one person ascend to the level of like pretty much deity type thing. So it was Alariel from the realm of life. Was it Gorkamorka from? No, Kragnos from Beast, is it? Teclis in realm of light. So somebody, Nagash obviously in death, and so somebody sort of ascends to like super top level power. At least that's my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. It wouldn't surprise me if I was wrong, but there we go. So yeah, so one person. So Sigmar is a god. Okay, Sigmar is a god. He was a man. He was worshipped. Became a god. When the world that was destroyed, it was his titanic strength that held that last little seed of the world that was, and that's what turned into the mortal realms and stopped chaos with having that ultimate victory. That's what reshaped the worlds into the mortal realms. So yes, although you're sort of thinking along the lines of God's smite, instant death, in the mortal realms is not as clear cut as that. You know, you've got a lot of these very powerful gods kicking around. That's the thing. A lot of these super powerful. And let's face it, if those characters were that powerful, it'd be a very short game. You wouldn't be able to have any armies. This character would just walk out, just stomp over everything. Thanks very much, cheers. So, you know, you need to have a way to get to them. Either they're prohibitively expensive point-wise, so you don't get many more models in your army. Make them very small. Or you make them limited in some way.
Go find the invisible squig.
Okay, you go find the invisible squig. So, I'm thinking this is going to be another overlap job. So we've got the gap in the middle there, and I'm thinking that we're going to have to put something in between the middle of those. So let's have a look. So there's the little divot there, little divot there, and I can see the little peg. Where are you? There, at the front. So I'm assuming it's going to be intertwine like that, and somehow rotate. Oh no, it just sits at the front. Just sits at the front like this. There we go. No, yes, no, yes, right. So it's just going to sit in that. So it's going to sit in that little cup in there. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like that. It's going to sit in there like that. You see it's starting to make its body take shape. Okay, and then the body sits in that little cup it kind of makes. Hope we're all having a lovely weekend. It's back to work for me tomorrow after half term. Or boys are going back as well. So both Rylock and Grockrilla. And their mum. Have you found that invisible squig? Right then, so those are all the pieces I've got. So what is the next piece I need after that? Where are we now? So I've got that one. I need 66 and 65. So I might as well start clipping those out while I'm waiting for a return. So there's 66, which is the big banner. Well, it says 91 above it. Okay. So 66 and 65. So this one's 65. Uh-oh, I hear a front door going, which means there might be a big cat about to appear. Right, so the hand.
I found the invisible squid.
Ah, okay. Come on in now.
And he's visible this time. This is a squig, right?
It's definitely something that'll eat your face off if you're not careful.
This is a squig.
Okay.
This is a squig, right?
That is a very long-suffering squig, who we call Boots. Who, bless his little heart, puts up with hell a lot. Right, put it down there, mate. That's good. I was leaving him outside because he was quite chilled outside, actually.
Yeah,
He just sat outside the window.
I'm guessing that he will be making more returns.
Maybe.
And maybe one time he'll do Games Workshop of his own. I don't know. It's very unlikely. Especially because he doesn't have opposable thumbs. This squig is weird because he has arms.
Right, do you want to go for the next bit? Now I've got the banner, mate, because you were finding the squig. So I've got 66 and 65. What comes after the banner once I've trimmed this down? Can't see what's going on there, sorry. It's a bit high. Right, what comes next then? Thankfully, there's no connections at the top, which is useful. Banner. Yeah, me. So, that's what Sunday lunch will do to you. Right. Do like a Sunday lunch. Have a slurp of my coffee in a second. The problem is it's kind of focusing on that thing, not this. What's this? The start of the head. Isn't there also like a ponytail to go on this? I have a preference for it. I have always used craft knives because I've been doing this for a bit. Not very good at it, but I've been doing this for a long time, sort of. Like part-time's the wrong word. I've always done it, just very half-heartedly. But I've always used a craft knife ever since. So I prefer craft knives because I find them finer detailed than the mould line removers. But the mould line removers are good. Don't know if anyone has a preference. If you do, pop it in the chat.
Don't think many people even type in the chat.
No, not at the moment.
I'm not even sure any people are gonna watch this video. Like, even if we do get a big YouTube channel, I don't think that people will come back.
If anyone does,
it isn't really the oldest video, so it's not a historical monument. The oldest video we made was tagged our first video.
It was Plants vs Zombies, wasn't
and
it?
it was Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville 2. Sequel
No, it was Garden Warfare 2, not Battle for Neighborville.
Garden Warfare 2. It's the sequel to this sort of, kind of, maybe.
Did it on the PlayStation?
I mean, it's definitely in the same universe, but it's definitely not part of the same series a prequel to Neighborville.
Where's my ponytail? Where's my ponytail? Give me a
Basically,
ponytail.
just imagine Star Wars except it's plants and zombies.
Star Wars, but it's plants and
Like
zombies.
Return of the Jedi, but it's Battle for Neighborville. Just imagine it like that way. Garden Neighborville.
Still working?
Cool. And yeah, it's just a whole thing now. Zomba for some reason is the only zombie that is actually doing his job. Like all the other zombies, they go up, die. Like in the canon timeline that I know about, there's never been an actual. Crazy Dame's never actually had himself or one of his friends a brain eaten, but I don't. But yet again,
Where's my
know.
ponytail? Come on, choppity chop. I'm sure you can.
There it is.
Put this light on. It's getting a bit dark in here. It's getting a bit late. Right. It's lighter than it used to be, as we are now rapidly approaching March. Looking out the window, see the birds of the field. Oh hell! Ah, lovely. If I'm honest, I wasn't in a rush to do this one because they are fiddly.
What do you think would be the hardest model to put together?
Hardest model to put together? Don't know.
Of
There's a
course.
big model in the gash, so that's got to be pretty tricky.
I mean, of course we have models who have fiddly head junctions, but most of the time it's just for 40k. It's just
Probably something
stick-
still in metal,
stick the head,
if anything is.
stick the head onto the body. Just stick the head onto the body. There's no pegs or anything for normally for 40.
The old style metal ones were the worst.
Sandwich your head.
Right, is that all of them? All the bits? Yeah. So come on then, mate. Oh, hang on. You got your weapon up? Yes. Come on then. We can start doing this together then.
Sandwich together.
Sandwich together. Here he goes. Here he goes.
Together. Two body pieces.
Come here.
And a head in the middle.
Come here.
Normally for Age of Sigmar, considering the
Okay.
Vindicators blew
Right.
that trend up.
Okay. Right. If I put a little bit of glue on the dot there. Ready? So we're going to do it on the string.
Vindicators were the second Stormcast model we got.
Mhm.
The prequel one we have shown you in previous videos. The first
What
one
is
we
that
actually
called?
did wasn't the first one because we didn't actually decide to do it at the time. The first one
don't tell me
we
you
did
glued
was
up
the
gummed
first part of Durfu. I'm pretty sure he has like a four episodes, 3-4 episodes of Tintok. Like, if you're not aware on who Durfu is, or if you don't know how
You
to
love
get the
converted, son.
videos, then this is Durfu. Yeah, he's absolutely massive.
The big boy, isn't he?
I'm going to show you this is an average sized Vindicator to one. This is a Vindicator compared to this guy. He's huge. To be honest, I'm surprised he's not. To be honest, I'm surprised. To be honest, with forces like this, I'm surprised that the. To be honest, with forces in the mortal rounds like these, I'm surprised that the orcs, except for the Iron Jaws,
There we go.
fighting makes them bigger, even want to fight.
Orcs.
Even
Orcs.
want to have the.
Not called orcs, they're called orcs.
Even need to fight.
Always going to be called orcs. Get over here and do this. Come here. Right. We're going to slot it in and push together. You ready? You coming?
How do you pronounce things in Games Workshop?
Who, me?
Leave
Or
it
you
in the
two?
comment. Leave it in the comments on how you pronounce it. Like, of course, Sylvanuth.
Sylvanuth. I think it's Sylvanuth. What the hell is wrong with me today? Glue. You monster. Right. Sylvan. Sylvan. Okay. We're going to do a quick stream today. We're going to get these. We're going to get these two together, and we're going to do a quick stream, aren't we?
Trust me.
He's gone. He's back.
Trust me. It took me a while to say Seraphon.
Oh, you've got a lot of you've got a lot of Seraphon to put together.
Seraphon.
I don't know if it's Serapon. I don't think anyone could say Serapon.
It has a P in it has a PH.
It does have a PH, but then so does the word
Serapon.
phone.
Serapon.
This one's a little bit different. It's got more shielding at the front on that side.
Yeah, but yet again, it doesn't really matter what you call something as long as
you need a base. What about the bases? Okay.
Like, if people find it defensive, then stop doing it.
Defensive or offensive?
Defensive.
I don't think you're gonna offend someone saying a fantasy name.
Then calling them names. But if you're someone like me, I do not.
And what are you?
Care what you call me as long as you're referring to me.
And what are you then? What makes you different?
Not really anything.
Not really anything. You sure? Can't think of anything.
I mean, everyone's different. So
everyone's different.
Everyone's different. Since everyone's different, so everyone's different, and everyone can agree on that.
Yeah, but you've
everyone should be treated the same, and everyone should be treated the same. That's why democracy exists.
Everyone should be treated the same. Well, yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? To have everyone treated the same, you need to treat people differently. Or to have people treated fairly, you need to treat people differently. That's the problem, isn't it? This is where we have trouble.
And that's where democracy and literally every sort of voting system comes in.
Well, do you know anything about democracy before you start spouting stuff off?
No, not
really. It is a voting system. Democracy comes from the Greek demos for people. So in ancient Greece, it was Athens came up with it. The idea that people would vote for what they wanted, and they would actually have members of the public. You spent a time, kind of like jury service in a way. Spent a period of time voting for laws. Hang on a second, it's not meant to be that first, is it? Hang on, let me I need to do this fit first on here apparently.
I can't do it.
Hang on a second, I need to let's show everyone what we're doing here. So basically we've got a hand here and then something here. Now see these two bones here?
Yep.
These two here, I think they're meant to mimic the arm because there's actually two bones in the forearm, radius and the ulna. I think that's meant to mimic those. So, put detail. You can't say don't put detail. He's meant to be holding it like this. But how? So, let's pull this a bit wide to camera so we can see what we're doing. Hello.
You do this.
Hang on a second. It's meant to be further around. That's why. So it's more coming in that angle. So that's meant to be the thumb coming across that. Oh wow! Look how tight that joint is. I mean, that could be very spindly, but actually, there's a lot of contact there.
To be honest, anyone who models, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would like.
I'm pretty. I could be a model.
Anyone who models would necessarily like this because it's not necessarily modeling, but it's putting them together, and and a part of modeling is painting. They really do a lot of that, and a lot of people that make models put shades on them, and well, unless if they're a toddler, unless if they're a toddler just trying to mix the Play-Doh together.
I think what we're going to need to do is leave that to dry a bit before you think about putting, because that is going to be a lot of weight through what is quite a small joint, and we're not quite there yet with the dryness. So I think what we'll do is we'll put that to one side, so we've still got the arm to put on. Are you going to put the head on, are you? Okay. Yeah, we can put the head and the weapon on and then put the arm on last. Okay, you going to do it on the stream?
For some reason, ever since I made the Star Wars reference, I now think this head looks like Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker does not have long hair like that. He doesn't have long hair like that.
He should though.
He should. He's got a braid at one point.
What do you mean? This guy looks like he would be someone in.
Come on,
boy
we can
band.
get off that. Right. Stop fiddling and get here.
My whole thing.
Come here.
My middle name is Phil.
Right.
It's not, but I.
Your middle name is not.
But
Phil.
but my middle name, but if I call something
Whoa.
my middle name, that
How's
means
that
I'm
fit?
guaranteed to do it.
Okay,
Trust me, you
that's a
don't
bit
want
weird
me
there,
to-
isn't it?
Trust me.
Okay, this
If I
is a
was
weird
roll
one.
out, trust me, if I were to roll out a window, I probably wouldn't even notice.
That I agree. You probably wouldn't.
Mostly because
you're daft as a brush.
Mostly because number one, I don't think I'd live to notice, and number two, I probably wouldn't even. And number two,
Shouldn't have glued it before I stuck it.
And number two, I'm not gonna be sitting on a windowsill on the second story. Like, I'm not Spider-Man.
This is
I'm not
fiddly,
Peter
isn't it?
Parker. I'd be sitting on a large windowsill
Now, is that
inside.
going to balance then? If
And
he's
if
got
someone
that
opens
there
the window,
and the banner here.
I'm not going to be sitting on.
Right,
the
we got a
giant
problem, dude.
glass
We got a
ceiling.
problem. We got a problem. Come here.
Yeah.
We didn't dry fit the weapon. You gave me a weapon. We didn't dry fit it, which means that he's going to have the standard axe, which looks a bit weird. So let's take this off for a second. Let's dry fit this on. So that should go there. Okay, so that's where that should go. So you're going to have to get a different weapon because this one goes across body.
Then go down.
We can probably stick that on now, actually. So if we stick that on, get this in place. Oh, there we go. You're going to have to get us a different weapon, mate. That is a very cool weapon. We can probably save it for the next one. I just want to rest it in the arm socket and also on the base. Just very gently. I'm not going to glue it on the base. Right, what do we think? No, needs a little bit more.
You're happy to give him a sword?
Yeah, I'm happy that you're in this collection. You've gone order, and I've got destruction, haven't I? So I think that's a bit better, just a bit straighter. Okay, let's quickly trim this one down, and we can keep that one for the next one then. Sort of sword for this guy.
I see. Hold
Yes,
up
this looks like
hold
if
up
you
a
sort of
moment,
hold it here,
might
you
have
can
his
sort
own
of see
certain weapon.
how this is a bit more of an open stance weapon than the other one.
Oh no, it's just an enchanted blade.
Enchanted blade. They're all enchanted blades.
What I really like about the build is they tell you these small facts throughout it, and they're like little Easter eggs, and they just help you start. And if you're not willing to read for like 26 pages of their read section, well then you can just learn about the models from doing this. Besides, that's if you're someone who doesn't know how to read. More people than you think are out there that do that. So, please, now as much as I don't like going to school, I know I have to, and I really know, and I know it's for a good reason.
Right.
Besides,
Well, you going to school is about learning skills, mate. I know you might not always like it, but there we are. And considering what Daddy does for a job, need you kind of on side, fella. If you hadn't guessed, I'm a teacher. That's better. That's better. There we go. That's a lot better. So, there's our banner bearer. We can put that to one side. Right then, last one then. You ready? You start clipping some bits out for me? Do. So, let's have a look. What are we doing here? I have no idea.
Like, whoever plays Switch Online, for some reason I just thought to bring it up. Like, I didn't play Switch Online, and most kids probably wouldn't do it because it's not an actual Switch game. Yep, do it.
Yeah.
Just do that. I had a look at it. you can actually just straight up get games from other consoles in here. No wonder why that Nintendo like they were having like what 2022, 2021 said that they updated said that they put older games on the Switch. They had it on online all the time. And forever I just thought it was an overlooker and I just overlooked it and thought it was just
Oh.
Well,
we lost our connection for a second then.
Well,
we're back again.
I can get some modern.
Right, what have you got for me? You just sat there chatting. Come on. Good lad.
To be honest, the paint is the hardest part for me. What's the hardest part for you?
I find painting the most difficult as well.
Yeah, like painting, it's just, like I know there's some expert painters around here that dedicated their entire games workshop scene just so they could paint.
Mhm.
Just so they could paint the models with the paint simplified, and they don't actually have to spend hours thinking on how to paint the Mona Lisa 2.0.
I don't think I want to do the Mona Lisa 2.0 because they're much more interested in what goes on in the mortal realms. Those people who want to do Mona Lisa 2.0 will do the Mona Lisa 2.0, but there's lots of different art out there. People doing really cool things.
To be honest, if you
He's on
open
a spin,
each model, to be honest, anyone who's watching the stream and has no idea what this is, why are you watching the stream? Are you doing what I do? Like nowadays, I would literally go around the internet and just have a look.
Right, next bit.
At whatever.
Next bit, come on.
And just have a look at some random and stuff because I can't find anything good on the internet because the games that they're releasing nowadays are all mobile games, and we all know what those are.
Fun, enjoyable.
Sometimes, but literally half the time.
Okay, it's another one.
Half the time
I think we go that way, and then feed in there.
Like Toby.
Yep.
Like why?
So again, I have to.
Why is this an existing thing? Why just not make a? Why can't we have another? Why can't PvZ make another? Can't make another.
Start clipping the next bit. Because we're on a roll.
Another mobile game that's like original too.
Well, they've just got PvZ 3. I thought you haven't not played that. Is it any good? Because I've got it on my phone, but I haven't started yet.
It is amazingly good.
Good. So what's the problem?
But the problem is that PvZ 2, it doesn't top it in storyline. And I like the aesthetic more that you're cleaning up the garden because somehow the zombies managed to
have you done the next bit?
Figure out how to make an almost permanent sleeping gas.
Right, come on, chop.
But seriously, why are we bringing up so many?
God, I can't get this to. People who've got any ideas how to do this, do we have to do this? Be focused right here. And so that's going to be in focus. If I move that, no, it's
Heady boy.
Same name. Heady boy. Right, where's the hair then? Because if this is the head, then there's going to be some hair somewhere, isn't there?
Anyway, you have the weapon, right?
I've got the weapon already because we were using the one from last time.
We need to just go strike these stuff down.
Strike what?
That means I'm getting out now.
Okay.
I'm getting out the vine the arm of destruction.
Ah! Do you know what? The thing about this plastic, it bounces like it would not.
To be honest, most people would think a magic plant's being preempts.
Hair, please. Hair, please.
Or just straight up giant hands made out of roots that rip out the ground and try and grab you and.
Where's the clipping on this? You've done a very neat job on this one. Where's the clips? There, one there.
But that's not the case for Sylvanas because they're necessarily kind of related on elves.
Okay, and
they're not really elves. They just look and are clearly based off of elves, like they're humans, but they like the trees. So that definitely, I can see now. I may be wrong. I don't work there, but it definitely seems like Games Workshop based as a violent class of elves. And to be honest, taking something that was already already an amazing thing that exists, and then just making something else with it is perfect. Unless if it's a mobile game, because mobile games nowadays, like no mobile game in the originality was perfect. Like PVZ1 had PVZ1.
You tell that to the guy who made Flappy Bird.
PVZ1. PVZ1. It didn't have glitches, but the zombies were cool. But the zombies and mini games and expensive financial choices were definitely not expecting for.
Is that everything for this model? Is that everything for the model? Is that everything for the model?
Except for the bases.
Got the base here. The base is next to me. There.
Should be.
Right then. Just got to get this. Got it right in the crux, haven't they?
If you're talking modern day, the most modern day thing is that what's going on here is that in modern day is that everyone thinks robots are going to try and start going in uprising. Like there is a bunch of robotic things nowadays, especially in Japan and China.
Right. Are you ready?
They're cool now.
Are you ready?
Everyone expects that, and no. That would be a bug in the system, or something that would actually have to have a corrupted system, and then, or someone just made it intentionally.
It's useful to have a bit of tissue
So
nearby
you
just to do
actually have to get a bug so bad, which we have almost,
Come here.
which we
Come on then.
don't
Stop worrying.
care about. We just care about
You ready?
making a fun game
slide
that
that through
everyone
there.
wants to buy in marketing.
So same sort of thing. Slide that through there, and then we're
it's
going to push it together.
marketable.
You ready? Come on then. Ready? And oh, hang on. Oh, done it wrong there. There we go.
Like mobile games, since everyone's learning to go nowadays, they're not doing well. Take for an example, Angry Birds. Back then it was amazing still, but still had some questionable glitches in spin-off games.
What glitches are you on about? I didn't realise any glitches. Come in then.
Like
Come
a
here.
bird being stuck, like a bird suddenly glitching out. Now I'd expect that.
Yeah, but
To be
how
honest,
often did that happen?
To be honest, I think it did.
How often did that happen though?
Plus a boat, and that bird glitching out thing is where a bird gets in a side where it rocks back to back. Or gets in a situation
Not
where
sure,
it's
dude.
stuck
I agree.
between things
Right.
that push, and then it just doesn't. And then until the bird disappears, it won't do it. And since the bird's facing constant movement, it's just stuck there forever.
Well,
You
I
can't
don't know
stop
what
it.
versions you've been playing, dude.
I think that's what happens sometimes. It doesn't normally last for long. It's still a very annoying glitch. But plus the Birds and Angry Birds 1, they were very good, especially the bomb bird. My favorite bird.
Bomb.
Like there were so many different types of things.
Okay,
And
still
so
a
many
bit loose on the
different
base. Right,
technical
come on then, mate.
opportunities
Here we go.
But unfortunately, you don't even think about it because of your budget.
Come here. Come on.
Like to be honest, you can make anything you really want to.
That way, I think. Over
As
here,
long
channel.
as it's not a direct copy.
Ah,
Like it can have the same superpowers. Like flying has been something that's been going on for years now. So really, as long as what you want to suit you can suit you, as long as you use it in the right way and it's not a direct copy. And Unless a public
This
domain
might
has,
work quite nicely.
well,
Let's have a look.
unless a public domain comes
See.
in, then it just hits. Then it
Oh, I
comes.
like that.
Then well,
I like that a
then
lot.
when it actually starts to go, and then
Right.
besides Steamboat Willie, not that
Steamboat
much.
Willie. What are you gonna buy Steamboat Willie for?
It's in public domain now.
It is actually. You're right.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was.
I love the way. Look at right. You've picked the exact right weapon. Look at the way that his hair loops under his arm with the weapon on top. That's very nice. I like that. Right, last little bit then, and we're done for the day. So, in there. You ready?
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we
Go on then.
on a busy schedule, so that's why this video is coming so late.
Ah,
I just hope our fans aren't
Oops.
angry.
be nice
And
to
please forgive us. Everyone has their own casualties and time limits. Like, we can't be making a video every second of the day. Trust me, I've known that from experience and going weeks
us. Look
without a
at
new,
it.
without a
Look
without
at
a
him.
good new video. Without a
Stance.
trust me, I know. Trust me, I've seen that because I scroll on my YouTube and I can't find a good video
Come and have a look at this
for
stance.
like a week or 5.
Right, stop playing with your stuff. Right, come here. Have a look at this stance. What do you think? Do we like?
Divided by 2.
Do we like?
Yep.
I like the way he's got his hand back. It's supposed. Is that? Is his
I'm
neck
pretty
okay?
sure sometimes I just leave
Don't know, it's
something
hard to say.
ready
His
to
neck's
go,
a bit far forward.
and then when I log on, there's already a new video out. So nowadays people are going and releasing videos more on days because everything's going downhill.
Right, come over here, you.
2021 and
Come here, come here,
2022
come here,
and
come here,
all
come here.
that.
Stop putting the water rights. Come here then. So we've finally managed to finish off our Sylvaneth. Our last 2 models there. Brilliant. So we're going to put them with there. So, matey boy, what have we got next? What's up next then? What's we going to be doing on our next stream? What we got? Go on. What we got?
Next up on our stream list, we will be having
Yos.
a sneak peek.
Oh, blimey. Oh, he's knocking it all off now.
Oh god, no.
Oops.
Not my Seraphon box. I need those.
You might tell you what, just put the whole folder on here.
I mean, I only have
Put the whole folder on here,
I
and then you can get things off. Put the folder on here. Grab it from the folder. That's it.
Wait a minute. I need my 24 Seraphon
What are we doing?
models.
What we got next? Come on.
And
No, not this one. The next models we're going to be doing. 'Cause we're gonna
the
do-
next
We've got this one, right? So basically we've got this one.
The next model.
So we have
This-
got our
so
Skeleton
next-
Horde contrast paint and our Balor Brown.
So next video
brush.
will be paints, considering the next
And
one
label.
is paints. But our next models will be.
For
I'm not
me,
gonna
I
show-
am, me.
I'm not going to show them. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
going
are.
to show them the sheet.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not showing them the picture of them.
Well, let's just
I'll
say
show them this.
there's a ball and a chain, and that's what you need to know. If you
So-
know, you know. Right. Thank you very much for spending some of your Sunday with us. Or whenever
And
you're watching this.
Thank you for everyone that watches this video, for your time and care to watch this video.
Yeah.
See you next time. Bye.
See you next time, everyone. Bye.